I've got a lot of sales to go through today. Oh my god. It's been a busy weekend on eBay for sales. Welcome back, guys. And yeah, today is what sold over the weekend on eBay. As you saw, I've sold a lot. My sales over the weekend have been crazy. It's been quite weird, and I'll tell you a bit later in the video. But yeah, as you can see, we've got a lot to go through. I've got my lists because, yeah, I'm never going to remember the prices of these. It's going to be a long video, so if you do stay to the end, I appreciate loads. But yeah, let's get into it. So over the weekend, I have sold 25 items, 17 on eBay, 7 on Vinted, and 1 private. At one point, Vinted over the weekend was actually selling more, but then eBay just came in and just like said, see you later, we are number one, do one Vinted. Literally, eBay's been on fire the last day or so. Crazy. But Vinted, I've stepped up a bit, so yeah, and there's some good sales on there. The first thing that sold was this Bard VHS DVD recorder. It was broke, but it only owed me 77p, so I sold it for spares and repairs for £12.50. The next item that sold was this. Picked it up not so long ago for £3, and I sold it for £14.99. Look out for the limited edition ones, the 100-year anniversary in any. You can get different colours, I think, but yeah, they sell very quickly. A small little sale, but if you can find the vintage one of these, they do sell for about £10 to £15. But this is more of a modern one. This is Past the Pigs game. Picked it up for £1, sold it for £4.99. Nice little sale here. Disney Moana Maui. It's like a cake topper or just a figure you want to put it on a shelf. Picked this up from a like reuse centre, so you know, stuff that's being chucked away in the skips. Picked it up for 50p, sold it for £6. Has hung around for a bit, but probably because the new Moana film's coming out soon, Moana will all be on fire very quickly. I'm actually probably broke even or now in profit off the granny. Yeah, people are still going on saying I ripped her off. I didn't rip her off. Literally, these do not sell very well. Papio stuff can sell quite quickly, depending on which ones. If you can get a horse and knights, get them, but other things do not. And I had a lot of pieces missing, so I couldn't sell it as a set like this. I've sold these two. These owe me absolutely nothing, probably less than 50p each. One of them has sold for £13 and the other one has sold for £10. Great little buy here. Picked this up for £4. Obviously, it's the Wombles, Uncle Bulgaria. It's from 1998 and it's still in the box. So very, very desirable if you're a collector. You know, not many of these are in the box. And yeah, I sold this for £20. The next item is this Brooder Arctic truck. If you see the name Brooder, pick it up no matter what, unless it's really expensive. They are very collectible. I've already sold one of these. It's taped up because I didn't want the wing mirrors to break in when I post it. But there is a few problems with that one. Like I said, there was a few problems with that one. The wing mirrors were broke on the top. They can be fixed if you glue them in, and there's a few little breaks somewhere, but still very desirable, so do pick them up. I sold that one for £25 still, with like about 4 pieces broken on it. So next item, I can't show you. I'll try and get a picture, it'll be on the screen now, of what it was. It wasn't even listed. A subscriber saw it in my room and said, can I buy that off you because we're going to Disneyland? And it was a Disneyland suitcase, well, Mickey Mouse one. And yeah, I picked this up for £3 and I sold it to him for £30. So nice profit, no fees at all. And yeah, it was nice to meet a subscriber. To one of my best sales of the weekend, and it is this. This is from Fraggle Rock and it's called Dozer. It's a little wind-up toy, you know, and he moves and walks. Vintage toys. If you're not collecting vintage toys or looking for vintage toys, do it because they can be worth a small fortune. I picked that up for £1 and I've just sold it for £25 and 50p on offers. It was up for £30, but somebody came in for £25, and I went, yeah, you can have that. Another good little buy is this. If you do see cameras around, not all of them do sell, but some of them are worth buying and picking up. It's easy to find out. Just type in the name and the model number and see what it sells for. Always check what they sell for spares and repairs, because you don't want to buy a camera for a certain amount of price and then you find out it doesn't work and then you can't even sell it for spares and repairs, and you've lost money. So yeah, picked this up for £2.50 and I sold it for £30. It's all working. Digital cameras are very hot at the moment, so if you do see like Fujifilms, certain Olympus cameras, Nikons, all that it makes, pick them up. Next item is this, and how cool is this? This is Ash from the Army of Darkness. He's the bloke with the chainsaw for an arm. Could have got more for this, but obviously the box is not in the best conditions, but it is still sealed, so it's still worth money. Picked this up for £5 and it sold for £30. Next item I have actually not put on here. It's still in the shed. It's a Tommy Tippy sterilised bottle, brand new, and I picked it up for £1 and it sold for £4.75. Next item is this, and it's brand new, and it's a Tyson Fury boxing glove plush. Picked this up from Old Coats when I was up there visiting my nan, and I went on car boot with Kaji and Daz and all them lot for the weekend. Yeah, I actually gave this to Kaji and said, Kaji, do you want this? Because obviously he likes his boxing. He goes, nah, I'm alright. Kaji, you should have had it. I've just sold it for £15. I paid £3 for that. Probably one of the quickest sales of my life, and if you are not picking these up, pick them up. And they're Guitar Heroes. It is all in working condition. It's just you can break it into two to post it. This is the Wii version, Guitar Hero. Actually, they fly out. I put a lower price on that because I just wanted it gone. Literally, most of them sell for £35, them ones. Other ones can sell for a lot more. This one sold for £28. Paid £3.50 for it, but as soon as I put it on, it was gone within minutes. Another good thing to get are these. These don't fetch you much. You're probably looking around 10 to 12 quid maximum. But if you can pick up one of these for like £1 or £2, you're always going to sell them quite quickly. I've had loads of them and they don't hang around. I actually paid over for the price for these, only because they're in really, really good condition. Paid £3 for this and I sold it for £12.99. I paid £5 for these. Obviously other New Balances are more desirable, but on Vinted they wasn't biting. But on eBay somebody actually came in with an offer of £17, so I sold them. They cost me a £5, so not the biggest of profits, but me with trainers, I'm not really a big fan of them anymore. I will pick them up if they're a certain brand, but they just seem to hang around. You know, there's only a certain group of trainers I would actually pick up and know they would sell quite quickly. But yeah, I try and keep away from them because it's more time, especially if they're dirty, to clean up and do that. Yeah, they do sell, shoes and that do sell, but like I said, I pick up loads of things and they just get left around. And finally, the last sale on eBay is an Olympus old school camera. It is the AZ1 Zoom. Nothing special. I think I picked up 3 cameras for £3 each. That one sold for £12. Olympus cameras are really, really hit and miss. You can get some Olympus cameras which are worth hundreds, and then you can get some Olympus cameras which are worth that much. Right, on to the 7 vintage sales. So, first of all, we sold some Merrills. I paid £5 for these. I shouldn't have paid £5 for them. I didn't check them out. I sold them on Vinted for £12 because they've got wear in the heels, so I couldn't sell them for the top price. Just wanted to get rid of them. They've only been here for a week, so quick sale, a little bit of money, no fees. There is, as you can see, a Game of Life. It's quite a vintage one. I think it's around from the 1980s. Yeah, it is. I paid £1, £2. I can't find it on my books, but I sold it for £10. Next sale is some Nike Mercury football boots. These are a good size as well. I think they're size 9. Paid £4.50 for these. Sold them for 17. Next item is this, and it's I Am Catnap. It is a jelly cat, as you can see. This is from a big bundle that I haven't even listed any of it. Loads of plushes, loads of other stuff bought from the auction. I think I've got a box full of plushes, all sorts of different ones. There's Cabbage Patch things in there. There's jelly cats. There's loads of good ones in there. This owes me probably pennies, literally like maybe about 10p. Jellycat sells very well. This is retired and rare. This is the only colour on there, so it's sold very quickly, and luckily it's sold on Vinted for £14. Next is another pair of Merrell boots, hiking boots this time, and these are in mint condition. I didn't make much money on these. I could have probably got a bit more, probably about 25-30, but somebody gave me an offer of 20 quid. I paid £10, so it's a quick flip, quick double profit. I always lower it on the prices in Vinted because we don't have to worry about fees, do we? So yeah, made a double profit on that, so they're gone. Next item is this. This is from Garfield. Obviously it's Odie. It's a vintage one as well. Have had it for a while, but I haven't listed it. But as soon as I put it on, it didn't take long. It's only been on for a week. Cost me a quid. Sold it for 7. And then finally, this has been around for ages. It's been on both eBay and Vinted for ages. It's a 13 teddy bear from Alton Towers. Cost me 50p, and I sold it for 7. So as you can see, quite a lot of sales over a weekend. I've got to pack all these up now and post them. And I am doing some. So don't think my mom's doing it all, because I'm going to help out. I'm going to do all the vintage ones because it's easy for me to do on my label printer. And I want to tell you how much I've sold. So in total, all them items cost me £63 and 27p. In sales, I just made under £400. Exactly, I made £398 and 72p. So, not a bad weekend. You know, obviously I've made a lot of money. I don't know how much I made over this week, but yeah, absolutely smashed it over this weekend. And that's because I'm listing like every single day, but I'm listing as much as I possibly can. You know, I've got a lot of stock. I've still got loads of stock. And I'm just trying to list as much as I possibly can each day until I'm just like fed up, and it's working, but I'm picking up quality. Most of these items, I would say more than half of these items, I've only had maybe for a week or two. So when you're buying stuff, the best way to do it is buy it, list it, and get it gone within a couple of weeks. It's not that simple, but it is if you get the right stock. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. What was your favourite item out of all the things I sold? And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with a car boot video where you're going to see me talking to loads of subscribers. You're going to see that suitcase, what I was on about. And yeah, I pick up some really nice items from this car boot. So make sure you watch tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.